Welcome to this gentle yoga practice to de-stress and unwind. We'll begin in a seated position. You can have the feet out in front of you like I'm doing here, or if you prefer, you can come into any other comfortable seat. Either way, allow the eyes to close if it's comfortable. Bring your attention to your breath. And place everything else to the side of your mat just for now. This is a sweet, gentle practice. So allow yourself simply to enjoy this time on your mat and give yourself your full attention and care. You can bring in the Dirga Pranayama or 3-part breath if you like, or allow the breath to be a little bit more relaxed. We're going to begin our practice with some nice easy cat-cow breaths. You can hold to the backs of the thighs or hands to the hips. Inhale, send the chest forward, lift the gaze. Exhale, round the back and drop the chin towards the chest. As you inhale and come forward, hug the shoulder blades back, and then exhale, kind of bring them towards the front of the body. Beautiful. A couple more times. Inhale forward. And exhale, round. Inhale, stretching the front of the body. Exhale, stretching the back. On this last one, inhale, come forward, grab a block, place it to the side of your mat, and then as you exhale, we're going to roll all the way down. Hug the knees in towards the chest. Take any claws out of your hair and then rock a little bit side to side. Now bring the feet to the floor, relax the arms by your sides. Feel free to bring a cushion under the low back if you need some support there. On your next inhale, reach the arms up and let them fall overhead. And then as you exhale, bring the arms down by your sides. One more, just the arms. Inhale, sweep them up and over. And exhale, bring the arms back down by your sides. Now coming into some bridge breaths. As you inhale, send the tailbone towards the heels. Lift the hips and the belly, peeling the spine off of the floor. And then as you exhale, replace the spine vertebra by vertebra. Rolling nice and smooth. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, roll back down. One more. Feel the inner thighs engage slightly as you roll up, pressing the hips and the belly skyward. And then exhale, coming back down. Now we're going to add these together, but feel free to stick with one or the other. Inhale, rolling up, lift the arms overhead. Exhale, bring the arms and the spine back down to the floor. Very nice. 2 more. Inhale, rolling up. Keep the face soft, the throat empty. Exhale, release down. One more here. Inhale, rolling up, lift the arms. And exhale, rolling all the way back down, nice and smooth. Pause here for a moment and just notice how you feel. Make any adjustments you need. And then moving on to our next pose. Inhale, stretch the right leg up, and as you exhale, open up the hip and bring the ankle, the right ankle, to the left thigh. Moving into sleeping pigeon. Now you can stay right here. You can lift the left foot off of the floor. You can hold the left thigh with the hands or a strap. You can play with stretching that left leg up towards the ceiling or keeping the knee bent. See if you notice any difference in the pose. Really just find where you're comfortable here. All of these different variations offer the same benefits, so you have full permission to be where you're comfortable. Wherever you are opening up through the hips, through the low back, This is a great pose if you sit a lot. With your next breath, bring the left foot to the floor and then the right, and we'll move to the other side. Inhale, stretch the left leg up. Exhale, bring the left ankle to the right thigh. Same modifications apply. You can keep the right foot on the floor. You can lift the right leg up. You can straighten the right leg. Hold the right thigh with the hands or a strap. Again, totally up to you, but notice if this side needs something different than the first. We have 2 different hips, so without any judgment, no better or worse, just give this side what it needs. Stay in touch with your breath and just continue to notice the sensations, your experience in this great experiment of yoga. Take another deep breath here, maybe in through the nose and out through the mouth. And then release the right foot down, bring the left foot down, and notice how you feel. Now we're going to invite that block to the party, so scoot the heels towards the hips. Inhale, lift the hips up as if you're moving into bridge pose, and slide the block underneath the small of the back. You may need to play with where the block rests so that it's comfortable. You can explore the different heights of the block, and if you need to, you can move the block out of the way and use a cushion or blanket instead. Once the hips are relaxed onto the block, I like to play with little head turns, rolling the head side to side just to release the neck. Let the shoulders be open. And then if it's comfortable, lift one or both legs up towards the ceiling, coming into a supported version of shoulder stand. So this is a great calming posture. This is a really beautiful modification for regular shoulder stand that doesn't put quite as much pressure on the neck or the shoulders. So this can be a handy tool to have in your yoga tool bag. Refocus the mind on the breath if it's wandered. And just let yourself rest here for a few rounds. You may notice some tingling sensations in the legs as they get accustomed to this new relationship with gravity. Feel free to move the legs around. You can always bring the feet back to the floor. This pose can be really wonderful for the circulation in the legs. This can be especially nice as we start to move into cooler weather, and it can also help to alleviate and prevent varicose veins. So on your next breath, bring the feet back to the floor, zip up the low belly a little bit to engage the core as you lift the hips off of the block, and then lower down vertebra by vertebra, nice and smooth like we did earlier. You can pause here in stillness or let the knees rock side to side. This can be a really nice release if you feel any tension in the low back from resting on the block. Now let the legs come back to center. Inhale and lift the hips just a little bit. You can give them a little shake just for fun. And then swing them over to the left and place them down so the spine is crooked. Inhale the knees towards the chest, and then exhale, let the knees fall over to the right. And turn the head to the right as well. Make any adjustments so that you feel really comfortable, and settle into the breath. Let the body soften into the floor. And then once you're comfortable, you can explore, again, little head rolls like we did in the supported bridge, letting the head turn side to side. Resist the urge to slide the head on the mat and just let the head turn. Allow the breath to be full. Even in this twisted position, still see if you can breathe into the belly, into the ribs, into the chest. And then with your next inhale, draw the legs back in towards the chest. Bring the feet to the floor and straighten out the spine. Moving to the other side, inhale, lift the hips, shake them out, and then swing them over to the right. Place them down. Inhale the knees towards the chest and exhale the legs over to the left. Again, turn the head to the left as well, just to start. Make any adjustments. Get comfortable. You can again explore those little head rolls side to side. If a particular spot feels really good, feel free to stay there. And let the breath be expansive. I often, in twists, like to imagine the breath kind of swirling around the spine like a whirlpool, getting into all the little nooks and crannies, all the organs. And then with your next inhale, bring the knees back in towards the chest. Exhale, feet to the floor, and straighten out the spine. You can stay here to close out your practice. Maybe bring the hands to the heart to thank yourself for taking time today. Or if you prefer, you can hug the knees in towards the chest. Roll over to one side. Use the arms to press yourself up and close in a comfortable seat. Bring the palms together. Notice how you feel. Honor yourself for practicing today. And until the next one, namaste.